Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Wednesday, December 4th, 2024 by Gaia Blooming. I'm Mimi and our energy mantra for today is my personal revolution is the evolution of my perspective. And today can definitely give us a little run for our money when it comes to mental energy and our perspective. We have a few events today. I would call them events. I spoke yesterday about Mercury and Jupiter in an opposition. That's happening really early on Wednesday morning, but we're going to be feeling this. And being that they're both retrograde, it's definitely a turning in, returning in kind of energy to just be very aware of your impact on the impact of how you look at things. Trying to say this right. Hello, Mercury retrograde. The impact of how you look at things. I guess basically the impact on you, the impact on the things. In quantum physics, they talk about like nothing in the world or everything in the world, nothing and everything is impacted by how it is looked at. And so by how we are choosing to see the world, we are impacting the world in and of itself. And it's the same. How we choose to see ourselves, we are informing various consciousness within our body of how to behave and how to perform. So as we have this Mercury-Jupiter opposition, we get to take a look, take a glimpse, and see where we can shift these energies. And even see where we can maybe approach things with a little bit more lightheartedness, a little bit more joy, a little bit more gratitude, and just see what that does. Let's skip the next transit. We'll get back to that one. We have Venus connecting to Neptune. We've had quite a few Capricorn, Piscean energies the last few days, and it's such an interesting mix. It's a mix that in my brain, like, should this work? And it does, but I'm like, this is so weird. Because again, it is like the static and the chaotic, like I mentioned. But there's a beautiful balance in there. So Venus in Capricorn is looking for commitment, looking for reassurance, looking for steadiness. And surprisingly, Neptune in Pisces is like, God, Spirit, Universe is here always. Can you lean into it? Venus in Capricorn is also looking to manifest. I would say that the sign of manifestation is Capricorn. And so Venus in Capricorn is looking for wishes to come true. And Neptune in Pisces is like, you ready to use your illusion, Venus? So this is a lovely little combination that can definitely serve in shifting how we are looking at things, how we're playing with these energies in our minds. We have a few more things going on, including the moon and Venus. Oh my gosh, I have to say, I bet it's going to be dreamy tomorrow. Hopefully I will be home at this time. I took a beautiful picture of the crescent moon and Venus tonight. I walked outside and I was like, oh, look at that. Plus a little sunset. The picture does not do what I saw justice, but it is on my Instagram if you want to see it. But we're going to have the moon and Venus connecting tomorrow. Again, I don't know. There's a little bit of magic in and through these energies. Even though Capricorn can be so pragmatic, Venus brings a little bit of the light and delight to this energy, not to mention the Sagittarius and the Pisces energies feeding in. So I love this. See if you can lean into your, and I have a card too, into your daydream, into your wishes, into your desires, and open yourself to receive these energies. Look at these. This card to me is always so Venus, right? The flowering card. We've got some queen energy going on. These are two queens. It actually really is the Capricorn and the Pisces, the queen of pentacles, the queen of the physical, the queen of Pisces, the queen of the watery, emotional realms. And we're meant to like find our harmony between our heart and our minds, like the mental, the logical, but also the whimsy. So there's a lot of this going on in here today. We also are going to have the moon moving into Aquarius, and its first connection is going to be with Pluto. That's later in the evening, but it feeds more into this like mental choose your vibration kind of game. It reminds me of Mad Libs. Like, oh, and the song Unwritten is coming in. So many interesting messages coming in all at once. This is Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius. Let me tell you this and this and this and this all at one time. But it feels like Mad Libs. So like the story is written and you just have to fill in the words. What are the words you're filling into your story right now? Are there words like gratitude, abundance, love, appreciation, so much fun, silly, laughter, or, you know, or are there other words? Fill it in. I think my phone is trying to talk to me. He wants to fill in some of the words. That was funny. All right, so what do we have on top of this that I was like, we'll come back to this. That was the Sun and Saturn. We have this square going on. So amongst the whimsy, there is the serious. Amongst the chaotic, there is the static. Although Saturn in Pisces is kind of a little bit more fanciful than one would realize. So in this square, which is at 13 degrees, which is that revolution evolution degree, we have this square. And like the Sun and Saturn they're Titan energies, they're big energies. The Sun wins, but Saturn, it gives a good game. So we want to be aware, we're waking up into this energy, the Sun, Saturn, and Saturn in its worldly energy can feel so heavy because we put the shoulds on ourselves. But I think the biggest should, any of us should, put on ourselves is to remember that we came here to live our soul path. We came here to live as soul and not to get so caught up in the society piece. Now, we're here to be human. Like, you don't have to be this perfect angel unless that's your soul path, right? So be the human. But that doesn't mean you have to fall into the shoulds of the world. Please don't let the world should all over you. Instead, let your soul light you up and tune into what is lighting you up. That's a glimpse of harmony. That's a glimpse of alignment. This is a master lesson. I will tell you, it is not an easy lesson, especially living here on Earth. But there is so much magic surrounding this shouldy energy that I think that we're going to get a little, like, at least a peek of a breakthrough. But watch for where you should on yourself and throw that perspective into the mix. We do have the letting go card, so there is a call for release in all this. Now, with the revolution evolution, there definitely could be some triggers, but you can also look at those as gifts. It depends how you look at it. You're not being triggered to be irritated. You're being triggered to help shift, to evolve. So keeping that in mind is going to help. Now, the mental energy is definitely going to start peaking. So again, helping steer and guide where you're going may support you in this energy, but you may find that you need a little outlet. Now, pulled a card from the Yuletide Tarot, from the magic of midwinter, tuning into the magic, and the card was the gift. And the keywords are the root of the powers on earth, abundance, money, prosperity, very Capricorn-y kind of words, right? But the whole write-up is beautiful. It says the card represents arrival of abundance and promise, the anticipatory excitement of the season, but it also reminds us that while it can be tempting to consider the gifts only worldly or material things, there's more to this card that meets the eye. Sometimes the smallest of gifts fill our hearts the most. Something created or made with profound love and good intention has the ability to utterly transform a moment or situation. So I have to say, we have a little visiting kitty boy with us. He's a little stray that we found and that we're currently caring for and falling in love with. And Mahalo popped up in a dream a few months ago and was like, sending you a kitty boy. You need a little kitty boy to balance out those girls. And this kitty boy has touched our hearts. So sometimes these gifts come in the form of animal, and I hope that you can appreciate that love and presence that any animal in our life can bring. I'm going to leave that there for today. You can book a reading, year ahead readings. Like I said, I'm going to begin those December 15th. I usually go through January. I'm also thinking about what I want to give away this year. I usually do a giveaway this time of year. I think that I'm going to do an abridged year ahead reading to give away. And to enter, you need to leave comments. Leave comments on YouTube or on Facebook under the video, and you will be entered into the drawing, which I will do probably right around the new year. So, gonna leave that there for today. You can book a reading. Email me, mimiclark@gmail.com. And the better it gets, the better it gets. There's more than enough love in the world for you. You have the power, and remember who you are, for you are the solution. Namaste.